Are you thinking about moving to Roseville? Well, if so, you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to break it down for you and give you 7 pros about Roseville and 4 cons, and you can decide if it's the right spot for you. All right, let's get started. Hi guys, this is Jacqueline Gage with the Gage Group at eXp Realty. We're right here in Sacramento. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. This is where we talk to you about Sacramento and the greater surrounding areas and break it down and go in depth on the neighborhoods and what you may like and dislike and give you the full 4-in-1 and scoop. So if you're into that, please subscribe down below. We have more videos to come, and tap the bell button so you're notified every time I do a new video. So my team and I get calls all the time about people considering a move to Sacramento or the greater area, and we love to help them. So if you have any questions or are considering a move, don't hesitate, reach out, give us a call, PM, DM, whatever you prefer. All right, let's jump right into the pros. Number 1 pro, Roseville has lots of shopping. All right, this is a major plus. So retail is very important to Roseville's economy. In fact, they are marked 13th highest retail sales of all the cities in California. So that's huge. They aren't messing around. In Sacramento, people go to Roseville to shop. Roseville's the spot, or else you're going to San Francisco. But Roseville has not 1, but 2 malls. They have the Fountains, which is a lovely outdoor mall. Bring the whole family, especially great for the summertime. We have the perfect weather for it. And then you have the Galleria, which has a ton of stores as well. And these 2 malls are right across the street from each other, so super convenient. And they have Nordstrom, so you can't beat Roseville for shopping. Not only does Roseville have 2 great malls, but they have literally any type of chain store that you could imagine. There are so many shopping plazas in Roseville. Everything is easily accessible, and anything that you want is your heart's desire in Roseville. Number 2 pro, Roseville has a good job market. Now this is super important, obviously, when you're looking for a place to live. A lot of people from Roseville commute to Sacramento for employment, but Roseville also has a very strong employment, and their top employment is going to be KAISER Permanente. And this is definitely no surprise because Sacramento and the greater areas definitely have a lot of employment in the healthcare arena. The unemployment rate in Roseville is 3.3%. The US average, as you can see, is 3.7%. The job growth in Roseville has been positive. Jobs have increased by 1.4% over the past year, and the average salary in Roseville is a little over $76,000. So if you need a job, Roseville has a ton of opportunities. Number 3 pro, Roseville is nice and clean. And this is one of the reasons why people move to places like Roseville, Granite Bay, Folsom, Rockland, because it is cleaner. There's no potholes in the street. That's a big one. You know, in Sacramento proper, there's a lot of potholes and so forth, but the roads are clean. There's not garbage on the side of them. There's not debris left out in the street or under the freeway underpasses like in Sacramento proper. There are very few homeless, if any, in the area, and a lot of people want to buy property in a place where they don't see homeless on every corner, and you're more likely to see that in Sacramento proper. And as I mentioned in other videos, it's definitely an issue that we need to handle in California in general, but I get why people move out to the suburbs. So, you know, Roseville, very tidy. If you want clean, you know, I don't know how else to describe it, but definitely a stark contrast from Sacramento proper. Number 4 pro, Roseville is great for an active lifestyle. So if you love to be healthy and you like the outdoors and recreational activities and hiking and trails, Roseville is a spot for you. There are so many amenities, and they have a ton of parks. Roseville actually ranked number 11 of the top 25 cities in the US by Business Insider. So this could definitely be your spot. There's a ton of parks in Roseville. One great park is Madu, and this isn't your normal park. It is like 152 acres of park. So there's a lot of things. I mean, they have a library, a community center, baseball field, skate park, soccer arena, anything you could imagine is at this place. So you could spend the whole day there. There's also a lot of great hikes. A couple of them are Miners Ravine Trail, Pleasant Grove Creek, Dry Creek Trail. Definitely some things to check out. But also, if you're a golfer, Roseville has a lot of great golf courses. and they are a lot of great public ones too. And they also have housing around the golf courses, so you kind of can have that resort style living as well. Some great golf courses to check out are going to be Diamond Oaks, Wood Creek, and Timber Creek. So the downtown had a Bridges and Trail project, which left a 6-mile trail going from Sierra College Boulevard through the downtown, which was a great project and definitely brings more connectivity to the downtown area of Roseville. So there is something to do for everyone in Roseville. If you love an active lifestyle, definitely check it out. Number 5 pro, Roseville is affordable. So to put the affordability factor in context for you, I like to use the cost of living index, which is a national average of 100. So anything above is going to be more expensive than the national average, and below will be less expensive than the national average. So Roseville is 133. So above the national average of 100, but California is 140. So it's definitely a less expensive area to live in California, and you get a lot of bang for your buck, shall we say. Now let's talk about the median price point, because that's what we base a lot of affordability on as well. All right, so now let's talk about the median home value in Roseville, which is going to be $517,000. And this has gone up 7% in the last year, and Zillow predicts it to go up another 8% in the year to come. So we have property values that keep on increasing. And when you compare Roseville to Sacramento, the median price point in Sacramento is a lot less. It's $378,000. But don't be fooled, because you do really get a lot more bang for your buck in a lot of parts of Roseville, because when you break it down price per square foot, Roseville is less than Sacramento. The homes in Roseville are also going to be a lot larger. So the median home that they're comparing at 517 is a lot more square footage than the Sacramento home. And the price per square foot is $242 in Roseville, and the price per square foot in Sacramento is $248. Now, if you are not looking to purchase and you're looking to rent, the average 1-bedroom in Roseville is going to be $1,300, so less than Sacramento as well. Here is an example of a median price point home in Roseville. So you'll see you get a lot of house and a lot of bang for your buck. Number 6 pro, Roseville has 2 different vibes. So what I mean by this is Roseville, has grown tremendously. So there are so many new home builds. That would be one vibe, the new home build. The other one would be Roseville has an old town, which is totally different, is a very different aesthetic than the newer parts of Roseville. You're talking like craftsman bungalows, and all the houses look very different. Which is a stark contrast from the newer Roseville. So depending on what your taste, you can find it in Roseville. There is something for everyone. Number 7 pro, Roseville is a great place to raise a family. So when you're thinking of, where to settle down, you want to know that you can get a good affordable house, make a good income, put your kid in a good school, and Roseville has all these components. Roseville is known for its great schools. To learn more about them, go to greatschools.org. The niche and online website that focuses on neighborhoods and different places to live also ranked various neighborhoods in Roseville as the top place in Placer County to raise a family. Not only do you get a lot of bang for your buck in Roseville, which is great for a family, but there are a lot of things to do. So the kids will never be bored. You have so many amenities, right within a car drive away. You have Top Golf, iFly, Roseville Speedway, the Antique Trove. That's maybe more of a place for mom and dad to go and have some fun, but Denio's Farmers Market, Swap Meet, which is great. You have Golfland Sunsplash. They have a good old time there. And the All-American Speedway in Roseville. Not to mention you have 2 malls, very family friendly, especially the Fountains. And there's just no shortage of things to do. Also, you have tons of parks, hikes, and trails, so you can wear the kiddos out, definitely in Roseville. Never a dull moment. All right, guys, now let's jump into the cons. Number 1 con, newer housing. Now, this may be a pro to so many people and a reason why people move out to Roseville, but for some people, it's not going to be right for them. And even though you do have the old midtown Roseville, there's not near as many houses, so the inventory is not there. And if newer housing might be too cookie cutter, what people will say, when other people think it's clean and consistent, it might not be your vibe. And you know, things with newer housing are the area might not be as established. The trees aren't going to look like the trees in Sacramento proper. They're going to be smaller and not as established. Also, the lot sizes, because of its newer home builds, they're going to be smaller. You aren't going to have as big of a lot. You know, the builders trying to make as much money as they can on the lot in the house. So also there's going to be noise in a newer neighborhood, especially if they're still building. So you want to take that into consideration. So, you know, you just have to fit whatever fits your lifestyle, but the newer turnkey home might not be for many. Number 2 con, Roseville is not walkable. So the walkability factor seems to be a trend for buyers nowadays. And if that's what you're looking for, Roseville definitely does not have that. It's suburban, so it's definitely, you know, has a urban sprawl. It's spread out. It's been growing fast, and housing is just keeping up with the demand. So you have, you know, it's not all compact and close together. They're large single family homes. And so if you want a walkability factor, Roseville would not be the place for you. But definitely if you get in your car, everything that you could want is really within a 10-minute drive, because like I said, you have so many shops, tons of strip malls, and a lot of chain stores. Number 4 con, the traffic. Yes, I know this is not something you want to hear, but you know, because Roseville's growing so much, the traffic has become more. With the pluses, you know, you have minuses. Roseville is the largest city in Placer County. It has about 140,000 people. And as far as the proximity from Sacramento, it's 22 miles away. So something to consider if you do have to commute into Sacramento. There is a lot of freeway traffic, so you're going to want to time it. But now people have more flexibility with their jobs, so this might become less and less of an issue. But you know, it's a very desirable area and an affordable city, so a ton of people are wanting to go there, and that brings about traffic. Number 4, the last con I have for you, is the nightlife scene. Well, Roseville doesn't have much of one, so that's why it's a con. So if you're young or single or just want to meet people and go out later, Roseville's not the spot for you. You're going to want to go to Sacramento proper for that, the midtown, downtown area. Because in Roseville, things close earlier. It's a family-oriented place. There's no need for things to be open later. So definitely commute into Sacramento if you're looking for some action and more energy at night. Okay, guys, if you found this video helpful and want to know more about Sacramento and the greater areas, subscribe right down below. Yes. And don't forget, tap that bell button so you're notified when I do new videos. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, reach out. I'd love to help you. Don't go anywhere, because I'm going to put another video about Roseville on the end of this one. All right, until next time.